So, welcome everyone to our us SDH. No? This is one of the programs of SDH Visa Immigration Services where we discuss topics related to immigration and will be giving you opportunities then to ask questions. So feel free to comment your questions, questions relating to immigration, okay, or migration to New Zealand. So again, my name is Sheila. Dr. Hernandez, I am one of the immigration advisors of SDH Immigration Services. No? So we have been providing immigration advice since 2017. So it's about 6 years na. And we have been processing all types of visa, mainly work visas, resident visa, and family visas. So family meaning partner, children, and parents. Okay. So we process from visit visa, work visa, okay, dependent child, student visa, resident visa, partnership, work visa, and partnership, resident visa. Okay. Yun yung mga usual na visas that we are processing at SDH. No? So far, we have 99% approval rate. Okay? This is despite from receiving or accepting difficult applications from clients. We try to help as much as we can. 99% of our client base are mga Filipinos. Okay? So, welcome then to our group for those who have recently joined this group. So, this is where we encourage everyone with plans, okay, with plans to migrate to New Zealand. You are welcome to join this group. And for those na nasa New Zealand na who are looking for ways or strategies on how they can extend their stay in New Zealand, okay, or for those looking for ways on how they can get the residence. So we discuss residence from time to time. And for those who are looking for ways to bring their family. So this could be your parent, okay, your partner, or your children. Okay. There are also some of you who are already citizens in New Zealand and now looking for ways on how you can help your relatives. No, we have many cases na ganon who have reached out kasi mga citizens na sila or residents na sila and looking for ways on how they can help their relatives din na makarating sa New Zealand para makasama nila dito or so that they can improve din their financial conditions. No, mostly naman lahat ng mga pumupunta sa New Zealand, these are like for us migrants looking for ways on how we can improve yung buhay natin na hindi natin ma-achieve sa Philippines. That's why nandito tayo sa NZ. Okay. So again, let me just drop yung mga ang mga advantages of joining the group. Since nandito kayo ngayon, you are here. So we welcome you, and what do you get from this group? No? So we do FB lives like this, where you can ask questions. So everyone who has questions, feel free to comment. Yung mga questions din nyo, we'll try to answer some of those questions after discussing our topic for today. We also do Zoom webinars for those who are interested to enter New Zealand on a study work pathway. And we also release answers to questions. There are cases that we cannot answer all your questions. Okay? Just feel free to message lang yung mga questions nyo. We might not be able to answer all your questions, but we still do answer them in other groups. We have other groups, We have our SDH clients group. We usually have discussion din there with our clients. So for those, we have clients I can see here like Elaine. If you're not member din sa SDH client groups, we also do Facebook Live doon. So every week we do live. This week, we're doing it here sa SDH. Next week, nandun tayo sa SDH clients. But we still answer questions din doon, coming from this group, okay? And then we share that din dito sa group. So I hope you take advantage of those free information and hopefully makatulong sa mga those who are seeking answers, that they needed to clarify things about immigration. Okay, so there are some of you who are asking, why are we doing this? No, not everyone, not all consultancy are, doing live to share information, answer questions. This is our way of giving back to our community, where we also try to help. Kasi the reason why we're here, no, was to help, help our kababayans to transform their lives here in New Zealand, no. I think yun naman yung purpose natin, karamihan ng mga migrants dito. We wanted to help yung mga kababayan natin. So this is our way of helping. So hopefully, this will give clarity kung ano man yung confusion or concerns ninyo about your status or visa man yan, or other issues relating to immigration. Let me also share about our benefits of working with us. So as mentioned, no, we have already helped about over 500 now visa applications, no, and we have high rate of approval, and there are other benefits of signing up with us, and one of which, especially for partnership, that requires a lot of documentation. We assign a personal documentation support who can help you out with the preparation and organizing your documents. We try to make it as easy as possible for our clients. That is what we're trying to do sa company, okay? We try to help as much as we can. And so we try to help lahat ng that requires writing. Okay, I know not everyone is good in writing, but we do that every day. And that's how we're helping then most of our clients that needed assistance. Okay, kasi maraming kailangan na writing when you are applying for your visa application. And then we have then this clients only Facebook group access, no, so you can access a lot more of information that we provide for clients only. So we also do this every fortnight, where we go live with our clients. So those are just few of the benefits of working with us. So if you're looking for consultancy who can help you out with your visa applications, so you are free to reach out to one of our service specialists. I think they are very visible sa ating Facebook group, no, Pinoy Migrants in New Zealand. Okay. So again, last week we have discussed about the benefits, or tips that you needed to know before applying for dependent child resident visa. So if you are resident visa holder and meron kang mga children, I think it's worthwhile to check that yung webinar if you were not able to join our live discussion. And then this time or today, we will be discussing about changing job or employers while you're on work visa in New Zealand. Okay, so there are 3 tips that we'll be sharing with you today. Okay, yung first tip natin is understanding. Okay, first is understanding visa compliance. So when you receive your visa, okay, mapapansin niyo yun, no? Nakasulat yan sa parang it's sa paper galing sa immigration. May conditions yon. It's important that you understand kung ano yung conditions ng visa ninyo. For an accredited employer work visa, no, naka-identify dyan kung sino yung employer ninyo. Okay? Anong region kayo mag-work? Ano yung occupation ninyo? So, anyone who's here na nasa work visa, go and have a look at your work visa. May conditions yan. Similarly, ganun din with any types of visas, meron yan conditions. There are other different types of work visas. We also have yung partnership work visa na open. So, no conditions kapag open. That means you can work for any employer, any job, anywhere. And meron din tayong partnership na conditional. That means may conditions. Okay? So, meron din tayong mga specific work visa. May conditions din dyan. Okay? We also have post-study work visa. So, for those students, those that went through the study work pathway with post-study work visa, okay, meron din yan conditions. Okay, nakasulat dyan kung ano yung kailangan ninyong i-comply. Okay, although yung post-study, mostly, meron ba dito na naka-post-study work visa? Okay, naka-open naman yan, but nakasulat dyan kung meron bang other conditions in your work visa. So, you need to understand na you needed to comply with that conditions, no? So if nakasulat dyan na you can only work for employer A, you're supposed to be working for employer A lang. You cannot work for other employers. But if nakasulat dyan na you can work for any accredited employer, then you can work for any accredited employer. If it's stated there na you can work for any employer, that means any employer, doesn't matter kung accredited o hindi. Okay? So please be careful with kung ano yung nakasulat sa work visa ninyo. So, make sure na nabasa ninyo kung ano yung nakasulat sa visa ninyo. If you're having difficulty to understand yung work visa, please get in touch with advisors who can help you out na maintindihan kung ano yung nakasulat sa work visa ninyo. Okay? So, again, so in regards sa visa compliance, no, there are two types din yan. It's either you wanted to change job or change employers. So, pwedeng mag-apply ka ng new visa or mag-apply ka ng variation. So, there are two types, no? Okay? So, either variation of visa conditions, meaning binavary yung visa conditions mo. Okay? Meron tayong eligibility dyan kung sino lang yung pwedeng mag-vary ng conditions ng visa nila. Meron naman that requires new visa application talaga, no? So, depende kung anong klase ng work visa na hawak ninyo. Again, there are many types of work visa. Mostly, I think, marami sa inyo ngayon ay naka AEWV. Tama ba? Let me know kung gaano kadami ngayon. For those who are joining us today sa live, let us know kung sino yung AEWV ang mga visa nila. Or mas madami ba ang mga naka-post-study work visa or specific type work visa. Or baka meron ding ibang klase ng visa pa din dyan that we might not, don't see, no, na usually meron. Okay? But there are still other types, there are different types of visa. Okay, good, no? There are those na naka AEWV. So, yun yung first tip natin, no? Be careful with your visa conditions. Make sure that you are compliant. Pag sinabi na you should work for region A only, then you should be working for under that, location. Okay? If pipilit ng boss mo that you work for other regions, no, I would suggest to contact immigration or an advisor to clarify things kung pwede ba talaga o hindi. Kung pwedeng mag-work for sa other na locations. And then, you must understand then yung impact. What would be the impact of changing employers, no? We have one client, no, dumating siya sa New Zealand, so mag-work siya for accredited employer, work visa siya. Ngayon, for that employer, siya yung nag-support ng kanyang work visa nang galing siya sa Saudi, no? And then, nung dumating na siya dito, gusto niyang umuwi. And to go home sa Philippines, no, may mga kailangan kayong gawin kasi kailangan nyo ng OEC. So, he thinks na hindi siya tutulungan ng company niya. So, he went on and nag-apply ng ibang employer. And then, nag-apply siya ng employer. And then, nung na-approve na yung visa niya sa kanyang bagong employer, nag-inform siya sa current employer niya na, gusto ko nang lumipat ng employer, may visa na ako. But then again, tinanong ng employer, bakit ka aalis? Kasi na-mention niya about sa OEC or yung mga requirements na kailangan gawin. And then, ang sabi ng employer, we can also do that for you. So, meaning, hindi nga ngayon siya makaalis kasi I think meron silang discussion na ginawa. It could be na nagkaroon ng pay rise, nagkaroon ng bagong promise ngayon because ayaw nila siyang umalis. So this time, we are now processing again na ibalik siya sa dati niyang employer. Okay? So I think you needed to inform din, if meron kayong hinahanap na you think na hindi ibigay ng employer, have that courage and be brave to ask your employer before kayo mag-apply and before kayo mag-process ng bagong visa. This is to avoid lang din yung issue na nag-apply ka for new visa and then you're going back again. So, meaning, nag-apply na ulit ng bagong visa, magbabayad ulit ng visa, mga fees ba that are needed for that visa application when it should have been avoided if you have discussed kung ano yung mga kailangan mo from your employer. So, feel free to discuss this with them. If you have concerns, no, or may gusto kayo na, or kailangan sa tingin ninyo is very necessary, baka pwede naman palang gawin nyo ng employer ninyo. And again, no, once na mag-change kayo ng employer, you apply for a new visa or variation, you cannot start for that new employer unless hindi pa nare-release yung bagong visa or visa conditions or variation of visa conditions ninyo, VOC. Okay? Make sure na meron na kayong VOC or new visa before you start with that new employer. Meaning, there's a possibility na if, for example, nag-resign kayo sa current employment ninyo, and then, wala pa yung visa ninyo, it's possible na wala kayong work for some time. So, understand na pwedeng mangyari yon. Okay? So, for that client ngayon, wala siyang work ngayon kasi we're now waiting for the visa application to be released before siya ulit makapag-work. And it should have been avoided, no? Kung na-discuss niya yung issues and concern niya din with their employer. So, for those, no, naka-accredited employer work visa, feel free to discuss din yung concerns ninyo with your employers. Okay? And then, understand yung impact that it's possible na maaari kayong mawalan ng trabaho for some time while waiting for your visa kasi hindi kayo pwedeng mag-work while waiting for that new visa. Okay? So, yun yung first tip natin. Okay, Next tip is about yung job hunt. Okay? Again, no, it's not very easy yung paghahanap din ng work. Okay? Before kayo mag-file din ng resignation ninyo, make sure na meron din talaga kayong lilipatan. Kasi we don't want din na mawalan kayo ng work while waiting for or habang naghahanap kayo ng work. And there are many ways kung paano mag-apply, maghanap ng work dito sa New Zealand. That is not the topic. No, I think we've discussed about that before. But again, take advantage of your network, job boards. Alam niyo naman kung paano mag-apply. There are those na hindi marunong dahil nga galing sila, they applied through POEA. So they're still not familiar kung paano mag-apply sa ibang employers or ibang companies. It's very similar din sa Philippines that you apply online and then you leverage or sa referrals din, networking. However, get insights din in regards to completing or creating your CV and cover letters kasi iba siya. I think dito sa group, no, meron tayong free information on how you can craft your CVs and cover letters that is within New Zealand standard. Okay, New Zealand standard, magkaiba, no? Iba yung itsura or iba yung information that employers are looking for as compared to what we are used to dun sa Philippines na CV and cover letter. This is a tip also for those who are here looking for employers. Okay, so if you think you have other tips, feel free din to share with us dito. So again, no, network, if you have that network or you have that yung mga New Zealand job sites, alam naman natin, no? Referrals also works for job hunt if you're looking for strategies on how to look for new employers habang nasa New Zealand. So yes, no, for those asking na pwede bang mag-change ng employer, pwede naman, but make sure din na wala kang na-violate dun sa contract mo. I think doon sa mga dumaan sa POEA, meron kayong pinirmahan dyan na you need complete your contract. I'm not sure, no, but for those who were direct hired, coming from, for example, especially yung mga nag-cross country, it's an open contract, no? Yung usual na contract natin dito sa New Zealand, it's not similar dun sa contracts ng like Saudi Arabia na naka-specify talaga yung fixed number of years. For most of the contracts, no, dito sa New Zealand it is open as long as both parties are willing to continue with that contract. It is still in force. Ganon yung kontrata natin dito sa New Zealand. Okay? And then, okay, third is you try to ensure na during the transition is smooth nga. I think it's the same as yung number 1 na na-discuss na natin, no? During the transition, yung movement, make sure na you have enough time then to transition to your new job. Please take note na lahat ng contract meron siyang termination notice. Okay? Yung termination notice nakalagay dyan na how many weeks do you notify your employers before ka mag last day of your work. Okay? So it's part of your contract na kung aalis ka, if you intend to leave or i-end na yung contract, merong specified na number of weeks doon or number of months for you to inform your employer before ka pa talaga mag-end. So, you need to know that then. Please go back. Most of us, no, hindi nagbabasa. Marami sa inyo, hindi nagbabasa ng kontrata. Before you start looking for new employer, check muna yung notice period ninyo kasi iba-iba siya. Merong 1 week, meron namang 2 weeks, iba-iba. Meron ding 2 months. Okay? Make sure na you are aware of that before you start looking for new employer. And make sure na yung visa compliance is in place. Okay, you continuously comply with your visa while during that transition. Ang pinaka-importante dyan is do not start work without your new visa or new VOC, yung variation of visa conditions ninyo. Kasi madami, no? Marami ang nade-decline simply because hindi na sila compliant, you are now in breach of your visa conditions kasi you are now working for an employer na wala pa namang bagong visa. So, please be careful with that. Do not start working if wala pa yung visa para sa bago ninyong employer. Okay? I think yun yung pinaka-main point of this discussion, no? So, again, no, these are the tips that we can share for those, no, who are looking at changing their jobs or employers. And I think yun na yun. If you've got questions, again, feel free to message lang yung mga questions ninyo. Before we proceed with answering questions, no, we have an immigration update recently. So yesterday, the other day, October 9, 2023, nag-open ng skilled migrant category 6-point system. Okay? You can now apply for skilled migrant category 6-point system starting October 9. Okay? If you think you are eligible for residence, that is a residence pathway, you are welcome to apply. It is now open. That started from October 9. This is a new, no? This is a new residence pathway. Okay? So you need to meet yung 6 points. I think we have discussed this in one of our live or webinars before about the skilled migrant category residence pathway in New Zealand. Okay, now let's proceed with a question. So I can see may mga questions na dito. Okay, so meron na daw job check. So meron ng job check na approved. Okay, there are three steps sa application for an accredited employer work visa. First is yung accreditation ng employer. So kung accredited na si employer, that's good. And then ang next na ay job check. So, kung okay na yung job check, dapat may na-receive ka na job token. So, once na may job token na, okay, pwede nang mag-start yung accredited employer work visa. Okay, yun yung third step. So, kung may job check approved na, ask your employer for the job token so you can proceed with your visa application. Okay, question then, in regards to changing employers, meron bang limit sa pag-change ng employer? Wala namang limit, no? Wala namang max na nakasulat sa immigration policy na you can only change job for an X number of times. Wala namang ganon. It's just that hindi siya ganon kadali kasi nga you cannot transfer from one employer to another under accredited employer work visa without changing muna your visa. Kasi accredited employer work visa naka-specify kung kanino ka lang magwo-work. And that's one employer only. Every time na mag-change ka ng employer, you need to apply either for variation of visa conditions or apply for a new visa application. So walang limit, but okay, make sure na you are compliant with your visa conditions while you are transitioning to every employment, no, or change of employers. Again, do not work without that new visa if lilipat ka to a new employer or new location. Okay, next. Okay, meron akong boyfriend sa construction ng work, hindi siya median wage. Mas okay ba na visa na i-apply ko para makasunod sa kanya? Okay. In regards dun sa work visa, no, yung mga work visa holders, sa mga work visa holders natin, if below median wage yung inyong, ang inyong sahod, below median wage, you can still support a general visit visa or partnership visit visa. Okay? So, pwede pa din naman mag-apply if gusto nyong makasama. We have students, no, that will be applying for their partners kasi gusto lang nila din makasama. Okay? So, any person, actually, work visa holders, student visa holders na may mga partners, you can actually support or, you can get your partners or girlfriends or boyfriends to visit you sa New Zealand. Okay? To get kung ano yung kailangan talagang that you needed to provide to prove that, I would suggest to book a consultation to have a proper discussion. Kasi depende din yan sa circumstances ng applicant. Okay, next, pwede bang mag-cross country? Cross country meaning, hindi siya manggagaling sa Philippines. No, that's how I understand. Meaning, manggagaling ka sa ibang bansa. So, I'm assuming na nasa ibang bansa ka and then pupunta ka sa New Zealand. That's fine din. As long as pagdating mo sa New Zealand, may hawak ka na visa. Okay, and may hawak ka na passport. Yun lang naman ang hinihingi nila sa borders ng New Zealand at the moment. So, in regards sa cross-country, yes. No, katulad ng sinabi ko kanina, we have client na nag-transfer siya from Saudi, diretso na siya dito sa New Zealand. Okay, so we have another questions. Paano mag-apply ng partnership work visa? Unang-una, dapat eligible ka to support a partnership work visa. So, yung eligibility in regards sa partnership work, there are different types, no, ng eligibility. So, I would suggest to clarify or to confirm kung eligible ka to support a partnership work visa. Please reach out to one of our service specialists para ma-check kung eligible ka ba o hindi to support a partnership work visa. Okay, next question. We have sa care workforce, need ba na ma-complete yung 24 months before pwede mag-apply for resident visa? Depende kung anong klaseng resident visa ang ina-applyan mo. There are different types of resident visa na. So, for care workforce, that means na ang work niya is caregiver. There are 2 ways ngayon to apply for, I think, dalawang pathways. No, we have the work to residence. Yun yung work to residence na dapat naka-level 4 ka for 24 months to apply for WTR. Work to residence yon. And then, we also have SMC 6 points. No? If you are eligible, kasi may mga point system yan, no? If you reach 6 points, no, if nag-self-assess ka na meron kang 6 points, then you can apply under SMC. Anytime yon, you don't need to wait for number of months, but depende kung ma-reach mo yung 6 points, no. It's possible, no, for caregiver, if PhD, meron ka palang PhD, yan, you can actually claim higher points. No? So, depende yan sa number of points mo, but it's open. Ang SMC 6 points, open na siya since the other day. You can have a look and check if mag-qualify kayo doon. That is, walang duration that you needed to wait as long as ma-meet nyo lahat yung criteria. Okay, next. Okay, kung Tier 1, ang ANSCO code work, pero hindi graduate ng engineering, pwede ba? So, it's not clear, no, yung question mo kung ano yung ANSCO Tier 1 that you needed to apply. Hindi ko mag-gets. We needed more information kung ano talaga yung question. Pwede saan? Nasa New Zealand ka na ba applying for residency? Pwede maka-apply ng, pwedeng maka-apply ng residence. So, the same ang answer natin to, do. Meron tayo, Tier 1 siguro, he's asking about yung straight to residence Tier 1. Yun yung straight to residence natin. We have another pathway, no? We have the SMC 6 points. So, you can do a self-assessment or we can do eligibility assessment. We are doing eligibility assessment for engineers and technicians. We actually have a promo, I think. If not this month, I think next month, in regards sa mga engineers, no? If you think you qualify for the 6 points resident category. Okay. So again, no, depende yun sa points mo. We cannot identify just by stating there are different ways to claim points. Okay, we have a question about income pathway. In regards to sa median wage, no? Sa median wage, kung kailan ka mag-a-apply, kung ano yung in place na median wage, yun pa rin yung mafa-follow. So, for example, no, this coming February, may bago na naman na median wage. If mag-a-apply ka by January, then kung ano yung median wage on the date na nag-apply ka, that will be yung enforced na median. You need to comply with that. Okay? So, meaning, if you have intentions, that's why we are encouraging those na wanting to apply for especially work visas. This is a good time na to apply if you have intention to apply, no, for a new work visa or variation of visa conditions. Okay, we have a question about partnership visa. Okay. Again, no, there are different types of partnership visa. We cannot answer this question kasi there are different types of partnership visa. Depende din yan kung sino yung sponsor mo. And then if you are interested in regards to study work pathway, we have kailan nga yun, Mel? Every Thursday, tomorrow, every Thursday, please join our webinar. It's free every Thursday. You will know more. They discuss doon kung ano yung mga study work pathways. Okay, for those who are here, who are planning to migrate to New Zealand, you are probably looking for a job. Yun naman yung first step, no? Looking for a job if you can get a job offer. But if you cannot, if you have been looking and you have not found one so far, and still you would like to continue this pathway of migrating to New Zealand, we have the study work pathway. Okay, again, no, kay Ebener, I would suggest let's do a one-on-one consultation to clarify yung eligibility mo. Kasi nga, there are different criteria that we needed to follow. So, kung sa straight to residence, you need to comply kung ano yung nakasulat doon. I don't have at the moment kung ano yung nakasulat na requirements. If you will notice, no, if you go to straight to residence na list, no, you go to that list, merong first column and then second column. You need to meet yung second column. Kung ano yung nakasulat doon, you needed to comply that para makapag-apply for straight to residence. We cannot, at the moment, this is not the platform to identify ng case-by-case analysis, no, whether you are eligible or not. Please reach out to our service specialists. We actually have a free eligibility assessment for engineers and engineering technicians. You might qualify for that free consultation. I think by November siya mag-start yon. So please reach out to one of our service specialists for a eligibility assessment. Okay, in regards naman sa partners, no, partner ng one-off resident visa, so naka-partnership visit visa na siya ngayon. Ngayon, mag-apply na siya for residence. Kailangan ba ng IELTS or English test exam? Okay, for all partners ng resident visa holders under the one-off, okay, it's very special to under the one-off resident visa, hindi po kailangan ang English test result. Okay. So again, no, sa eligibility assessment under SMC 6 points, we have promotions. Okay, basically it's a paid consultation for eligibility assessment for residents, but we have promotions. I think ang free ngayon ay for teachers, next month ay for engineers. So please reach out to our service specialists. They know yung schedule ng mga promotions namin for free eligibility assessment for SMC 6 points. Okay. So, yan, again, no, for all engineers, no, please, you are welcome to contact our service specialist for an eligibility assessment to find out if eligible kayo or not to whether sa straight to residence ba kayo ma-meet yung requirement or sa SMC 6 points ang eligibility assessment. Okay, I think we've answered all the questions that has been raised dito sa ating live. So, thank you everyone for joining us today. So, for those who are looking for advisors to assist them with their application, so feel free to contact our service specialists. I think they have dropped the contact details of Joemar and Dan. They are our authorized, no, team members who will accommodate your inquiries. Okay. So nakapin din ang kanilang contact details sa Facebook group na to. And I think nandito din siya sa comment. So just please browse, nandyan sila. Okay. So again, thank you everyone for joining us today. So next week we'll be having Facebook Live sa ating SDH clients na group. So I think we have clients who are joining today. you can find, no, we can have another discussion next week for those who are clients of SDH. Okay, we can discuss further about yung mga pathways or any questions that you may have there. Okay, so again, salamat again everyone for joining us today. Okay, have a good evening para sa mga nasa New Zealand, and mabuhay mga nasa Philippines and nasa ibang bansa. Bye bye everyone. Good night.